What's happening, people, and welcome to another team review. My name is Dirty Mike, and if you're new to the series, then it's all about giving you the ins and outs and breaking down some of the top squads in FIFA 13. And in this EP, we've got the Portuguese side. We have FC Porto. And I've been waiting a little while to do this review. I'm pretty excited. They've got a lot of talented players in terms of the attacking side of footy, and I love to score goals. I mean, who doesn't? That's what FIFA is all about. It's trying to score some beauties. And this team's got quite a nice little balanced squad for that. And before I get into this, I took a poll during the last video in the comments. You guys wanted to see my custom tactics, exactly what I was using, and here they are. I'm going to be playing very aggressive with this team. They have a lot of pace on the defensive end, and I want to get as many attacking players on the pitch as possible because that's their best players. That's your competitive advantage when you're using FC Porto, is that you have a lot of skillful guys on the wings. Even your striker, solid. Jackson Martinez is incredible. And then in the midfield, you've got Rodriguez, you've got Martinho, and the list just keeps going. You've got a nice balanced team between speed and pace. I wish you had a little more size, but Martinez is solid in there for you. But let's get into the defense. We're looking at the 3-4-3 as my first formation. It's definitely my favorite. Without a doubt, I had the most fun using this formation. I just think they have the right squad to play three in the back because you have De Nino, you have Mangola, and Sandro. All three of them, great pace. And when you're playing aggressive and you're trying to force your opponent to make mistakes, you got to have some speed back there because every once in a while you're going to get caught with an over-the-top through ball and you got to recover. Do not give up on the play. And then in goal, you have one of the most consistent Brazilian keepers in the game. Helton is pretty solid all around. I like him. I like Julio Cesar. But that's pretty much it in terms of goalkeepers for Brazil. They're kind of suspect this year. Been a little bit disappointing, but he never gives up too many dumb goals for me, so I'm all the way with Helton. I'm rocking with them to the T. And the second formation we're going to be coming into, we're going to look at here is the 4-3-2-1, another relatively attacking formation. And you need wings with this team. Otherwise, you're just not utilizing some of the weapons they have. And in the midfield, you got Fernando. He's got to be in every formation because he's your one CDM. And he can run all day, very physical, wins a lot of balls in the air. I love using this guy. Team him up with Martinho or who's the other guy? Or Atsu on the wing, or even Rodriguez. Atsu is a speed demon if you're not familiar with him. Scored some great goals for me too. I was kind of surprised. His shooting and stats like that, he didn't really have it. He's just a fast guy. But Martinho, whew, this dude, man, he's a monster. Great with skills, awesome stamina. He just seems to walk around the opposition, facilitates really well. When you're looking to attack, you need that final pass. Martinho will drop the dime for Martinez or Rivella or even Calvin. Those are your goal scorers, the three up top. And then you have Rodriguez, the Colombian. He's got a powerful left foot. I do score some long shots with him every once in a while. I've used him in a couple different squad builders. I've played with him in head-to-head multiple times. I think he's solid. I wish he was right-footed and he had a better weak foot, but he still, overall, is going to be a consistent player for you, and he should add a little bit more creativity to the team. And then you have Calvin, the 5-star skiller. Unfortunately, his stamina is not where you'd like it to be. He's only going to last you about 60 to 65 minutes, but he's very creative, kind of weak on the ball. He's super famous in Ultimate Team this year. I mean, everybody's using him in their silver squads. And before we get into the striker and my other winger, let's look at the 4-1-2-1-2. Nothing changes all that much. We got Varela and Martinez teaming up front, and those are the two guys that are going to be your main goal scorers. Varela seems very strong on the ball. Anytime I got through balls, he would push people off. Scored a lot of goals for me, too. 6 or 7 goals, which is not too bad for a winger, and I did use him as a striker a little bit. And then Jackson Martinez is the man. One of my favorite players to use this year. I love him in head-to-head. I think that he is well above others in Ultimate Team. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, finishes everything. He's also relatively big, which is so important when you are playing with a team that has a lot of pace and good wingers. If you can't cross the ball in, then you get very predictable, and that's never a good situation when you're up against good opponents in Division 1. And I won 8 games while losing a couple. And usually I don't drop 2 games while I'm going through Division 1, so I was a little bit disappointed. I just didn't get the goal production in those 2 losses, and my opponents did a good job with time play and closing out matches. Unfortunately, it just didn't go for me, but I scored a lot of sweaty goals too. I don't know why, but I ran up against some teams or some players that were using that offside trap, and that's kind of uncommon. You don't see that all that often. It's way too risky in my opinion. You never really see me use it unless I'm chasing a game towards the end and I just need to boom everybody up. I scored 24 goals while conceding 7, And my man Martinez had 5 or 6. And that boy Calvin added another 5, which is cool. A lot from penalty kicks, though. It might be a little bit of a misleading statistic. And if you enjoy the video, make sure to drop a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter at Mike09USA. I have a lot more content coming for you ASAP.